I'm currently waiting for a build in the background, and so I thought this would be cool to share. So before I chicken out and not actually share, let me share. Okay, cool. So I wanted to start off from Git. I just need to decide who I'm doing this for. This is just me starting. I'd imagine git remote origin add GitHub the URL. I guess I can skip this because I didn't show you how to create a repo, but I've had videos where I did that before. Anyhow, this is how you add a repo. Apparently not. I ain't in it. So you need to initialize the folder. Voila. And then I can do a git remote add origin. Git remote. What is going on here? You know what? Instead of being so lazy, let's get to the remote. Alright. Anyhow, yeah, I'm okay with that. Meanwhile, anyhow, yeah, I've been doing this for such a long time. I don't even care anymore, and I'm just like, okay. Anyhow, so I like the main branch. I'm still very curious if we really left. What is going on here? Does not match any. That's weird. And now I just make sure this works. Okay, it exists. This was supposed to create the branch, and this was supposed to push it. I don't think I added anything. Okay, so I was beginning the optimization of this code. Another reason I was like, oh, let's do this now because I'll be able to optimize it. Let me just check if this thing is still building. It's still building. Yeah, this is just gonna be me doing random things. I'm curious to see if you guys find this interesting, me jibber-jabbing while optimizing code. So I should probably also add an ape video so you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, that's gonna be the next one. Cool. So what I'm gonna do here is constant host equal general environment look at host right no environment file host. Alright, so let's go. Even host is probably the wrong terminology here. So I'm just going to write echo endpoint. Apparently naming is so important. I'm just exposing myself here. So this is the echo endpoint to my lovable to-do list. Yeah, I started this because I started Googling for an uptime service because I think my to-do list goes down sometimes, and I don't know when it does. And I looked for something because I saw people have nice ones, but I forgot them, and I forgot which I guess is not that memorable then, I guess, because if I'm forgetting. And so it's like, oh, okay, cool. Let me just like quickly put one together. It should be like 2 seconds while I wait. And so yeah, I'm waiting for a build and optimizing this while I wait. So I'm just doing this so that like if you would like to use it, it's just like straightforward and you don't have to like find things. You just have to change the environment file. I also used Deno because Deno is just the best. I know Bun is out. You'd be surprised there's more, but I like Deno. Deno's really cool. I'm not really sure why Bun is winning though. Anyhow, they do say they're faster, but I don't know why Bun is winning, but that's okay. Anyhow, let's go. So I'm using Deno.Cron. So this runs, I should also name this to like uptime check. Yeah, so this runs like a check every minute. This is another constant for like 1 day. I created an abort controller, so like This main issue isn't that I'm getting any errors, it's that something is holding it. Right now, I'm not able to use, what's that thing called now? I think it's called Cloudflare correctly. It keeps on breaking down my service, so I can't use it to like kick everything off. So I had to start writing a script to like prevent all of this, which is also really fun, which I probably should show that as well. So it's like creating a abort controller, this sort of just like abort things when time is right. And a timeout ID. So after like 5 seconds, it'll call the abort controller. The abort controller like ends any function, particularly if it supports it, right? So fetch supports an abort controller. So it'll fetch the host, which is the endpoint to my to-do list. Also, I needed to add, I'm being such a problematic person here. I needed to add a git ignore file, so I can ignore this environment file. Ideally, with AI, all of this can like be like straightforward. Anyhow, cool. So the host, I create an object. In the fetch object, I would show you the what do you call this now? I will show you the API documentation, but I guess I can do that. What's this? I don't know what this is. Let me just get the fetch documentation here. Fetch API, JavaScript. So that I can get the abort. There we go, canceling request. So this is what I ended up using. So I'm just going to add that to the documentation so that like you can come and read more about this on your own. Yep, of course, not going to happen from me. This is now like uptime check to the Echo server for now. Cron job to check every minute. What do you call it now? Every minute. If the Echo server is up. Now, I did minute because I asked chat here, which I guess that code's gone. I was doing a new tab. I don't even know what I did, guys. Also, what's git firefly? You know what? I don't even know what's going on here. Anyhow, I don't know. I asked it before. I guess it's gone now. That's fine. Weird though. Anyhow, let's keep going. The uptime check, 1 day, controller, Mimi, the timeout. Timeout every 5 seconds. Timeout the request after 5 seconds. Right? If set true, if the server is up. This is weird. The comments still work with it. Set false if the server is down. Right? And then this one is also really important for those of you that like maybe like write tests and do stuff like that. When I mean write tests, like when you're applying for a job, leaks are like a thing. So when you create this timeout situation, the reason you get like a timeout ID is so that you can clear out the timeout so that there's no leak in your data, like no memory loss. So that's what this is here for. Yeah, cool, great. So every time you start this program, it will then begin the cron job automatically. It will start it in the background, and after every minute, it'll then make a fetch request, and then it'll do what it needs to do. But now you need to sort of like see if your service is still up. So that's why now we have this. This is not saved, so let me just save that to be sure that's there. Now, the cool thing about Deno is spin up a server, it's just like Deno.serve, and boom, you got a server. I then like just list all the entries, right? So I saved it into like the key value store with the uptime key and date now, so it's always just gonna be unique. And then I just stored true or false, so that I showcase like true or false. If it's false, that just means hey or something is a problem, because this endpoint just returns one thing. Anyhow, it's up or not. And then I expire it after 1 day, so this won't have any like history just yet. That could be like the next thing. History. Is that even important? Is it important to have the history of my uptime service? I just care if like it's up today. No, like I don't care that it's up. Like yesterday, unless like I miss a day, sure. So let's just add a README file now. Jeepers. Anyhow, roadmap. I don't even know if I'm ever gonna get to this roadmap, but what do you call this now? The roadmap is, let's just see if this would actually do. Roadmap. Oh, let's do that. Create new repository. I'm actually very curious. I've never actually like gotten this right. Anyhow, no, not create a new branch. Create a history of uptime. Main reason. If you miss checking it up today, right? So that would be like the main reason for like right now that I see valuable to like have history. Other than that, I beg, just show up and read it. Cool, great. So I save it, and then I now retrieve today's uptime. Retrieve today's uptime. I just create another constant variable for all the uptimes. I then loop through all the retrieved uptimes. I push it into the array. Once I pushed it, I then do like a percentage value to see just like how uptime it is, and then I just return it as a response, which should look like this. Right now my service is 100% uptime. Whoop whoop, yay. So yeah, that is great. I plan to host this on Deno deploy, so that could be like part 2. So I'll stop this, let it save, and I'll begin part 2. Yay.